Hello. Well, depending where you're tuning in from, let's get this show on the road. Thank you everybody for joining today's session, ClickSitesAI training session. You're probably obviously joining in from YouTube right now, so I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm going to have a quick setup with you. So first and foremost, let's have a quick look. I can see things are moving a little bit slowly, so let's make sure some of these windows are closed. Okay, so hopefully you can see my picture nice and clear. Let's do some basic tests as you would expect. First of all, let me know in the chat box using your keyboard, as many of you will be familiar. Just let me know, can you see me clearly? Is it coming out nicely? And can you hear audio? Because the last thing I want to do is just be speaking for a very long time and nobody can actually hear me whatsoever. So let's go check the comments. Okay, fantastic. Okay, great. So Don AR, Rank Me, Brian Reed, welcome back. Mr. Sawyer, Daryl, Virgil, Wizlocky, SG, Brian. Okay, fantastic. Everybody can hear me nice and loud and clear. So today, as you're probably aware, is even I'm quite excited about today as well, and I'll mention why. So today is something that I think we will jump straight into. Let's have a look. Let's get this up here. So today, as you would be aware, is we are looking at build an e-commerce site using AI. So many of you have probably seen we have slightly touched on this, but today's specific topic will be around e-commerce / affiliate sites. Okay, and how you can actually get the most out of ClickSitesAI. More specifically, some of the strategies in place that will allow you to generate revenue and monetize the sites that you can build. So we've got a whole different range that we've looked at over the last weeks, and you can see this will now all kind of come together. So the strategies that we do go through, there's so many of them. So my intention is to try to provide you with a very simple strategy. All right, these things are very complicated, but I'm trying to simplify them and give you the most simplest strategy that you can follow. And I think one thing that tends to get missed out, that when it comes to the educational part of, yeah, great, okay, you're building websites, but what is the 35,000 foot view? You know, they say a bird's eye view. If you kind of understand how these strategies work from a bird's eye view, then it's very easy to take what we're going through now and adapt it to different industries, different niches, different products, services, and even if you want to build out your own products. And so that way you have a complete strategy instead of me going and doing the fishing for you. It's essentially that is the analogy that we are gonna have that transparent and show you how you can actually fish. So you can do this all day long. It's just the same model, and once you understand the model that is being exercised all the time, then you can actually do this yourself all day long. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So we'll do a quick jump into a recap. So last week number 3 was session 3, which was about generating traffic and sales to your AI website. So first port of call, let's go straight to tutorials, or you could go to the announcement. So in order to find this training and even the previous trainings, you would essentially go into ClickSitesAI, go to the announcement, scroll down, and you will see customer training here. That's where everything will be collected there. Alongside that, you can also see customer training number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, so number 3, this one was a traffic. So you can see everything is nice and organized and accessible to you anytime you want. So you might be joining right now and you never had access to it, or you've missed it and you're catching up. That's completely fine. Work at a pace that works for you. That's what it's about. I think a lot of people, unfortunately, they start comparing with other people or different, learning abilities and things like that. Work at a consistent pace. This is the key thing, and I say to every single one of you, it's just look, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing, just work at a consistent pace that works for you. So working consistently for you might be 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, or an hour a day, or 2 hours a day. It's completely up to you. You might have to do this alongside maybe your corporate job or your 9 to 5, etc., etc. Okay, so you dictate how you want to do this, but the key is that you do it consistently, whether it's every day, every other day, but you are making sure you're making ground. Okay, alongside that, in terms of purchases, when it came to the white label related, the reason I mention this is because sometimes many of you have been asking, and it's just a bit of clarity. Okay, so this is where you would actually find those resources that are very important that are getting covered. Okay, so going back to the dashboard. So now, what to expect from the training today is about e-commerce affiliate pages, lead pages, landing pages. So how you can build and sell e-commerce websites, and converting pages, etc. So I don't want to make it too fancy on all of that stuff. I want to keep this as simple as possible. So business models we've looked at, selling the application, using it as a white label. Number 2, selling the website, so local service provider. And today's going to be more e-commerce and affiliate marketing related. So model number 3 is exactly what we're going to be looking at in this specific week, being week number 4. So is everybody ready? Drum roll. Is everybody excited to get ahead and have a look at session number 4, week number 4? Okay, so hopefully you're excited as I am. So any distractions, make sure you cut them off or keep them silent. Have a pen and paper ready or your notepad, and let's jump straight into this. Now, I'm going to jump straight into the Facebook Marketplace. Okay, this will be a good place where we can start. So let's have a look first more about e-commerce related items. Okay, so in terms of ClickBank, so those that might not be familiar, ClickBank is a great place. So it's a marketplace where vendors, we call them vendors, or people that are product owners, essentially will come and once they've created a product, they have the ability of coming to a platform like ClickBank and having their product on the platform and having individuals like us to come and promote their products. Now, in return, what's the catch? Now, you're doing the marketing, and in return for you and generating sales, they are more than happy to give you upwards of 50% plus in terms of commissions. I mean, it varies. Some of them are 75%, etc. So the benefit for us as an affiliate is somebody that's essentially doing the referrals is we just need to create our sites and do the marketing, all right? That's all we have to do is create your site, generate traffic. They go to the page, they get educated about the product that they're already likely looking at, because that's the way we're going to do it when we looked at keyword, traffic generation last week. And then the selling or the sales page, that's the job of the vendor of the product that we're going to be promoting. That's their job for their sales page to convert. So just imagine now, when you purchase ClickSitesAI, there was a sales page, and on there's copy that gives you the features, the benefits, the complete breakdown of the product. And, you are essentially someone that was interested. You needed, that service, that product. So you're more inclined to make a purchase for that product. Okay. It's the same setup. Now, for you to come into the marketplace, let's have a look at Top Offers. So Top Offers is actually, it's laser targeting what's actually working in sense of what are the best offers that they are selling and they're doing really well. So some of those examples would have been things like, Java Burn that we saw that was keto related. Then we looked at, there was those gummy bears, the keto diet recipe gummy bears, keto creator, etc. So what I'm going to do is let me jump into ClickSitesAI, okay? And let me just change the account, and I want to show you something. So I'm going to try to go this in a way that we go at a good pace, that you understand exactly what we're talking about and why I'm talking about what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can follow with me, and it will make sense. Now, those that might not have seen this, now here's a page called Java Burn Coffee Bean. So with ClickSitesAI, we can use the Chat AI chatbot, okay, as we go through the process of creating a page from brand new. So I'll walk you through this actually. So I don't need to follow it through, but I'll go through the steps. So what I can do by going to the chatbot, let's just say, look, what type of business are you doing? So we could just say, look, we're doing, coffee or nutrition, something related to review pages. Okay, coffee reviewer. Okay, you could be an expert coffee review as an example, or it could be, it could ideally be your company, or you are somebody that does reviews, or you look at taste testing. Name of your business, let's just say Java Burn, review. Now, the interesting thing is why the business name is, if you remember, when it comes to search engine optimization, okay, so the moment I put the business name in is when the AI content writer starts creating the content around the site, etc., it'll start incorporating the name of the business. So business name Java Burn Review. Our business name's technically not Java Burn Review, and I must say, just always make sure, if you are going to be promoting affiliate products, make sure you read the T&Cs, what you can use, what you can't use, etc. Okay, so that's a disclaimer there. Now, the moment I do Java Burn Review, it will incorporate that name throughout the page. Why is that important? Because for search engine optimization reasonings, it will carry more weight and backlinks, that it's got those keywords embedded into the page. So every time someone's going to Google, as you saw last week when we go into the keyword planner tool, it will specifically always bring that key search term up. So it will create more weight and more authority for our page. Now, next, it's going to ask me, hey, what do I want this topic to be about? So I want it to be about, let's say, topic, a review website about Java Burn. Okay. Now, okay, I need to change my AI on that. That's fine. So once I've done that, can you see review website about a Java Burn? And the great thing about this is, as long as it's operational in different countries, all those countries that are valid for ClickBank or that product, remember, I'm not just limited now by native English speaking countries. Okay. And you can see I review websites, a review, sorry. So a review website about Java Burn. Now, once you enter that topic, the AI will have an understanding, okay, this is what it needs to start building, right? So don't be afraid just to experiment even with this entry field of website topics. Yeah, I can't stress that enough. Don't be afraid to just even do test runs and try different adaptations of it, because it will always bring out something more specific, more refined. Now, if I go back to home, because this one was already done, let's have a look. So if I scroll down now, if I go to the coffee bean here and I edit, you can see, look, I've got the nice logo there on a header. Unlock your weight loss journey with Java Bean Coffee. Get started, etc. Now, I've got a couple of choices with this. Now, what I would do if I'm going to look an affiliate product, I've got a couple of options, especially when it comes to e-commerce. So we're going to cover both, okay? So what I'm going to do, let me just switch over to this canvas now. Can everybody see this? And let me see if you can see that clearly. Let me see if I can slightly zoom in. Okay. So I want to kind of give you the thinking behind what we're doing, so you can visually see some of the patterns or some of the structure, okay, or what we would technically say in marketing terms, a funnel that could be put in place, especially if you're going to be doing affiliate products or even e-commerce style products, okay? So can everybody see that? It should be very, very clear. I've zoomed in max, and I'll explain, okay? Okay, so great. Everyone can see that, right? Now, here what you're seeing is all the traffic sources. I mean, there's so many other traffic sources, but I want you just to picture, this is all the traffic that's going to be coming, what we call, to an opt-in page. Okay? So an opt-in page, you know what? A lot of people get confused what this is, and I don't blame everybody for getting confused, because there's so many other different people out there, training, educators, marketers. They call it an opt-in page, a lead page, a landing page, squeeze page. And ultimately, it does all the same job. An opt-in page is a page where somebody will come and they will enter their name and email address. Okay, take it as a qualified person that's looking after information that's specific to the niche or category where it may be. So just imagine if I'm somebody that wants to lose weight, I go onto this opt-in page and it's saying, hey, enter your name and email address and I'll give you a free gift. It could be an ebook, a video, an audio book. It could be a free scheduled meeting, a discovery call, whatever. But the incentive is like an ethical bribe. Hey, if you enter your information and you give me your data, I will give you something as a fair exchange. And generally or typically what will happen, you've probably felt this before, or you've been through this process before, where you'll enter that information and you will go get that free gift, you'll get that free download, it'll redirect you to a thank you page, etc., etc. Now, the moment someone enters their name, the contact, that data is collected as a contact and it drops into an autoresponder. For those that don't know, an autoresponder essentially is a third-party service where it will collect that information, it will collect it from your site, and it will store that data. So then you can then send emails using an autoresponder, an AR, to do either follow-ups or marketing or newsletters, etc., etc. It gives you the ability to store that information, and now you have a port of call using an autoresponder to communicate with that, what we would say, your contact or subscriber. Okay, I want to keep this as simple as possible. So once somebody opts in, we can create an automated sequence. So as soon as somebody opts in, we can then automatically, by putting things in place, which I'll show you, you can redirect that person to what we call a bridge page. Now, another word for the bridge page, right? So I'll zoom into this a little bit more, just make sure you can see. A bridge page is a review page. So now imagine this bridge page was the page that we created around Java Burn Coffee. So this is essentially a bridge page. So what we're doing, before we get to the end offer of the sales or the product of Java Burn, okay, we're bridging them. We're not sending them directly, because the reason we don't want to send them directly sometimes in some instances, because we want to collect the information. If we're spending the time generating traffic, we're using our energies, our resources, whether free or paid, it doesn't matter. Your time is money. You can collect their data because that data itself is valuable. You have to understand that. You'll hear this term all the time that, yeah, the money is in the list. Generally, but what that basically means is that your email marketing list, this database, is an asset itself. So if you're using all these ports of different, mediums of traffic generation, of all these viewers and all of these essentially individuals that are interested in this niche, right? Send them to the opt-in page. You're collecting that data, and you're collecting that data here in the autoresponder. That will allow you then to carry on sending them to that review page, that website page that you build on ClickSitesAI, a bridge page, reviewing Java Bean Coffee, and then essentially once they're qualified and they're interested, they're going to then get redirected to the main sales page of Java Bean Coffee. So let's just have a quick look. If I just delete this, let's go back to top offers. It will essentially redirect them to this page here. Okay, now this page is the sales page, and once you're signed up, you become an affiliate of this. So anytime somebody makes a purchase on this page, you will get a commission for doing so. So when you sign up to ClickBank, it's completely free, and you will see even how much traffic, how many clicks you're generating, how much commissions. The most important thing is obviously how much money you're making, right, in terms of commission, how much revenue you're generating from your website. I think that's the key thing, right? So then when they go to the sales page, you go to add to cart, and on the add to cart will be your affiliate ID that will be connected. They will do that for you. Do not worry about anything like that. And then you can go to a purchase. Now, the key thing is at the bottom. Why I wanted to list this out is that once they're in the autoresponder, that you have to understand all of these processes are automated. But when it comes to the autoresponder as well, you can have automated processes in place where when a contact is made and they go into autoresponder, you can send a newsletter, you can send any email that you want. Now, imagine, as an example, because when it comes to marketing, sometimes people won't buy on their first instance. Sometimes it can take up to about four attempts, all right, or reinforcement for that prospect to be exposed to the offer until they might make a buying decision. Does that make sense? And you are probably similar, that you've seen an offer and maybe you think, you know what, maybe a few times, maybe you want to get educated a little bit more about it. But the more times you see it, the more you become familiar with it, and it does sometimes turn into a conversion. Now, not only have you collected the email, you can redirect them to the same offer. That's what they signed up for. Or you also can redirect them to other congruent offers. In terms of, this one is obviously health and fitness, losing weight. You can send them to other health and fitness related offers. So I want you to understand that when you're using ClickSitesAI, don't just think about, hey, I'm just going to create a page and send people directly to a site and make sales. No, think about you can create as many websites as you want, right? In different niches, different categories, because we have a whole list here. And I want you to understand that you could build assets of databases for multiple different industries and categories. And you may be thinking, yeah, but what's relevant? What value is in there? Well, it's interesting because with that data, you can sell You can have everything organized. You can have segmented databases for different industries and categories. You can either sell products in these different industries, in these different categories. I mean, if I say, for example, if I go to health and fitness, imagine somebody's looking to lose weight. Look, there's over 589 products with all these categories here. Now, there's nothing stopping you from then creating subcategories or sub databases for each one. Now you have the ability of actually hyper focusing, laser focusing your marketing and your messaging in the websites that you build. You have to understand the importance of that. I mean, if you really want to get into a specialist area and really narrow down your market segment, as they call it, or your dream customer for that particular niche, you can actually create then more laser specific focused websites and databases for that audience. Now, secondly, there are companies out there that will be willing to pay for for your marketing. So you can actually have people reach out to your contact people, say, look, I've got a database, and you can sell newsletters and emails to companies. They will pay you for service of sending it to your subscribers. You may have 1,000 people on that list, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. It's the same thing if you think of it like you're creating a YouTube channel, TikTok channel, you're creating a database. You will have marketers or agencies and advertisers come to you because they know you have a list, a database, and they will pay you to promote to your database your audience. That's key. So think of it as a much bigger picture. And using ClickSitesAI, you can actually encompass a lot more than just building websites. You have to understand you can build these databases all day long. Okay, so I'll try not to complicate it too much. Now, option up, that's one option. I just wanted to keep them to, there's so many more, but I want to give you a quick bird's eye view of two options, which I think will be pretty important, I would say. So we've got one where we have the opt-in in place that will collect leads beforehand, or option two, all we're going to do is send them directly to the review website. Okay, and on the review website, yes, you could also, if you wanted to, have the opt-in directly on the review website. Why would you want to do something like that? Because you're kind of you're reducing the steps it takes for that viewer or that prospect getting to the end offer. Because sometimes people get exhausted, they just want to quickly get to the page. And if you on some instance, if you create such a long journey for the individual, I'm sure many of you have been on this journey before of going to different pages. You just give up and you just don't have time. So we can shorten the steps, and then you may see an increase in conversions. But it depends on your pages, how you're building them, and so many other different variables. But the simpler, more simpler way is, yes, create a review website. You don't need to worry about collecting emails if you don't want to, and you can send them directly to the sales page. And then alongside that, once you have the email, you can create a follow-up series. Now, everything you create in terms of the emails, subsequently, especially when it comes to affiliate products, they will give you the swipes or email swipes that you can put into your autoresponder, and you can set and forget. It's a set and forget process where everything's automated. You never have to touch it. It's already done for you. Okay. So I wanted to quickly show you this, and what I'll do, I'll make this available. I'll put this in a document and make this available to you as a resource. Okay, so you can always come back to it and have a quick look. But there's so many other options. Is everybody happy with that? Does that make sense? Would you like that? So, the importance is I kind of just don't want to just show you the really simple stuff. I actually want to show you and expose you how people are doing this in the industry. The stuff that they're not going to tell you for free, essentially, is what I'm saying. But you're here right now getting it for free. And I'm more than happy to get this documented for you and send this across. Okay. Now, so these are the steps. So now you can kind of get the broader visualization of this. So how does this look practically using ClickSitesAI? So it looks all nice, doesn't it? So what I've done, I've gone ahead and created pages based on this. Does everybody want to see? So I spent some time and I thought, let me build some pages around this and show you how it would look. Okay. What I'll do, this is one of them. Let's have a quick look. This is Java Burn. All right. You can see, look, Java Burn coffee. If I put this into the topic, it would have brought out like this, review. Okay. It would have brought review throughout the page. Okay. And you can see with this one, if I want, I can go use AI. I can create an ebook if I want as a free gift, as a bonus. And I could structure it like so. Okay, you can see this was all built really nice and simple, beautiful, vibrant colors. And when I'm going to a site like Java Burn, right? If you select affiliate page, you'll see that it will give you, the terms and conditions as you would expect. And you can probably reach out to them and say, have you got any creatives? Creatives essentially is, have you got any graphics? What can I use? The content. They will give you information, and they will give you some other great stuff that you can use within your website. So you can see there's an affiliate manager called Jackie, and they've given you an email there that you could actually reach out to Jackie and say, look, I need some bonuses that you've got. I need some creatives. I need any information. I want pictures. Maybe I've got some e-covers, etc., etc. Sometimes what you'll have, again, you need to make sure you check this with the affiliate manager. Some people will allow you to come and take some images. You can come and take the images, and you can create a review on that. But also, another secret strategy is that you could simply do research by going to Google. So if you go to Uncle Google, and if I type in Java Burn review, okay, I'm not going to do reviews. Now, can you see? Look, there are so many people that are doing reviews on it already. So there's nothing stopping me for coming and doing a little bit of research. So you can see, look, 23 hours ago, marketed as a coffee addictive. This product came to accelerate, etc., etc. So if I go click it, let's see how they're doing. So this is another great way of doing research and checking how are people generating traffic. So here's another one. So just make sure some of these sites are legitimate and not dodgy, but you see videos are going to rank higher. So we're going to keep going, and we're going to go see if we can find one that's active and actually working. And here you can see my honest thoughts. So someone's obviously gone through, and you can model. There's nothing stopping you modeling how they're doing it. But I won't go too much into this because obviously it's traffic generation. You kind of get the idea. So you can come and you can model what. Don't look. My key thing is one thing I've learned, and I always got told this: don't reinvent the wheel. Okay, you can model things and make things easier for yourselves. Now, a question is, like, when it comes to the images here. Now, everything here that you're seeing was created by AI. I did not create the images here. When I put in the topic as Java Burn review, as I showed you, it generated all of them here with me with the text as well. Sometimes it may not be accurate, the text, but generally it's good. So you could keep doing it until it becomes a good presentable version that you're happy with. However, for those that say, you know what, this image here, I want to get it changed. Remember, please, you have the assistant. You've got the AI image assistant. You can say, create an image of Java Burn coffee and a lady. So be more specific. I'm just going to give you a quick run through and just make sure, check the text is correct, etc., etc. And you can see, look at this. So there's a woman there with coffee, right? So it thinks Java Burn is the coffee burning, but it's a good representation. It is a very good representation of it. But then we have the image there. So next, what I would do, okay, if you're going to build this from scratch, can you see where it gets started? I can remake that as, let's say, get a bigger button. And then what I would do, once I've got the newer button, get buy now today, okay, as an example. And then with the text, you can see font size. I can make it much bigger. I can put it full length. If I want on hover, let's do background color. Let's do a nice green, like so. Can you see that, everybody? That's it. And then with the button, I would simply come and get my affiliate link like this. Let's just say this is my link here. I would come like so, and I go OK. Then I would save it. Alongside that, make sure you also go to your little cog there for the SEO settings. So you see how some of these are appearing with their titles here, titles and descriptions. These are the things that we kind of want to address and make sure that we do cover. So if I come to the cog, I go to SEO. You got the title and description, okay? And again, with the description and even the title, make sure you incorporate those keywords. Okay? So if I now, let's just close that. If I show you, let's have a quick look at this right now. So you can see, look, again, this is using ClickSitesAI. I want to make this as simple as possible for me. Look, buy now. If I go to buy now, like so, click it. Guess what? See how it's just redirected. I know it's very simple, but sometimes these little things can be a little bit confusing. So hopefully, this just kind of gives you that clarity how you would do it. And also, if you're watching this, is this free training? There's nothing for sale. Okay, this is legitimately, as you know, those that have already attended, or maybe those that are just newly attending. This is not a pitch on this. This is pure training and value. So I saw Russ saying, "Is there going to be an offer at the end?" There is no offer. This is just unadulterated, pure training. Okay, so hopefully that's good. I guess. Okay, now let's go back to the home screen. So you get the gist of it. That's just one in terms of Java Bean, okay? The Java Burn coffee. I don't know why I keep saying Java Burn. Now, remember when we talked about these other keto-related products? We got keto gummies, if you remember. Here was another one. ClickSitesAI was able to melt away cravings. Keto Slim gummies are here. And you can see buy gummies now. There's a nice full button there. And you can see how it's just created all of this for us. A whole breakdown. It's got the information, features. We can implement benefits, buy our keto gummies. We can give away free guides as well as a bonus. We have that ability to actually add like order now and then it'll redirect. So everything here, if I'm just here in keto, right? I know I'm sticking to keto. It's just because we're on there now, it's just a bit more easy to go through. So keto recipes, ebooks. If I go to keto, let's go for, where's the gummy? Here's the gummy. And you can say, ACV gummies. If I went to it, then it would just redirect here. Okay, like so. And I could take these images, I can go across, etc., etc. So I want you to understand the models people are using are generally the same. It's the same model. Time and time again, you are being exposed to the same models again. Now, what I'm going to do, let's have a look at one more. Melt away pounds of fat with our delicious smoothie diet. So shreds, let's call this shreds. You can see smoothie diet, etc., etc. It's got the nice information, benefits, features, a breakdown, its introduction to what it is. Smoothie diet for the losing in record time. Can you see there's a nice book there for rapid weight loss? Okay, so I can create those images. I come back to the marketplace, and if you remember, if I go here and I go to diet, right? Go to diet. Remember there was a keto plan. There's one. Here's the keto ebook. So we can use services, right, like this to build around our keto offer. Oh, did everybody see that? Did everybody just see that pop up? Well, I don't know if it'll pop up now because of the cookies. Here we go. So can you see what they've done here? They've added a pop-up for an opt-in. So they want to capture your email, even though you not purchased the product. However, I want you to look. This is the really, really important part. Get my 5 best recipes ever. 5 free keto recipes. Did you see how we've just literally had a look at this? We've got those 2 models. So let me zoom in. Actually, we've got one that has the opt-in page, but what they've actually implemented is on their sales page. They have that pop-up that which essentially is the opt-in that doubles up and it will pop up. So what they're looking to do, or what they're doing, their strategy is that when people are sending traffic, okay, when people are generating the traffic for them, they're making sure that even if the customer or the prospect is not making a purchase, can you see how valuable that email subscriber is to them, that they're collecting that data? They would rather collect the data instead of just hoping to make the sale, because there may be people that do want to buy, but before they buy, they want to see 5 of the best keto recipes. It's an incentive, ethical bribe they call it. So they want people to come and opt in first, so then they have that data, then they can remarket to that individual number one. Alongside that, on their page, they'll have pixels, retargeting pixels for Facebook, Google, etc., etc. But here you can see the importance of having these opt-ins that you can actually place. Okay, so that's a good little indication there. Yes, it makes sense. Why wait? Download your copy. And you can see it's a really simple page that we can model. We can make something similar like this. All of these parts, okay? Nothing special to it. We can actually make this much more better. Simple page, 5 keto diet recipes. Now, in terms of this one, you can see our one is probably looking even better. And just remember, if you have other tools within, the suite from Paul and Sid, you can see here we've got the Nathan that so there's nothing stopping you if you have products under the suites, okay, that you can actually implement some of this stuff also using the HTML tab. So exit pops and anything it's completely up to you. If you have a code, there's nothing stopping you from embedding those onto your pages. So that's actually a very good question. So before I actually go to something else, I want to show you just one more example so you can kind of get familiar. So here you got vegan recipes. So if you're doing ebooks, you can see this is all being created. Every page that you're seeing has been created and generated by ClickSitesAI, okay? And you can see how beautifully it is arranged, the colors, and depending on the topic, the subject input, that's how it will curate that content depending on the specifics of what you're telling it to enter. And you can see there's another little pop-up there, okay, with the little gentleman. If you have human bot, there's nothing stopping you to actually, use those alternative products on your page as well, just to help that extra user experience. And you can see vegan recipe ebook, download our ebook, and that could redirect to the page. So you got order now button. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, let me actually just log out of this account, and I want to show you something even more interesting. So let me know kindly let me know in the chat bot. Is everyone following? Okay, does that make sense where we are so far? Looking at those examples. Okay, so let's go to pages now. Okay, so I'm going to show you something where things get even more interesting, and I've got a surprise for you. I mean, I did want to show it last week, but for some reason it wasn't working. But I've got something in store that was I think you're going to absolutely love, and it's going to make things interesting for you, especially if you've got white label, or just generally if you want to kind of add a premium feel to your website in a sense of keeping things a secret. So I'll explain what I mean by that. So let's go and have a quick look at this structure here. So everybody can see, where we have the opt-in page. So I went and I created a page from scratch. Okay, I just created something simple just to show you for the purpose of this demonstration. So what I'm going to use, everybody may be familiar with Avatar Builder as a product. Okay, so if I go to ClickSitesAI, let me go here, and you can see I've just called it Avatar Opt-in. Okay, if I go to view, check this out. Can everybody see that? Limited time only. Enter your name and email for free guide on secret avatar building training. Now, I want you to imagine there may be products out there that either you have access to already, or alongside that, if there are affiliate products in even the marketplace like so. I'm going to tell you a secret. When you contact the seller, you can actually ask them for what we call a review copy. Some of you may be familiar. So you can say, hey, look, I want to sell your product, but can you have a review? Have you got review access? And majority of the time, a huge majority of the time, they'll be more than happy to give you a review access because they know that you're going to go help generate sales for them. So it's in their interest to give it. And guess what? If they say no, it's fine. Move on to the next. And that will allow you to go in and craft an in-depth review of the product, number one. Or number two, if they've already got resources available to you, they will give you that. And also, you can actually create a secret guide. So one of the strategies I used, and I think it's amazingly well, that you can create training around the product that maybe the vendor hasn't included, or you put your own spin on it. Does that make sense? So you can create additional training on helping somebody using the product by saying, look, if you go make a purchase, one of the bonuses, I'm going to give you like 4 weeks worth of training, or maybe a special masterclass where you can record a 1-hour walkthrough of how to set up a beginning and end, and maybe some strategies, how you could actually sell it, use it, implement it in your business for solo contract, etc., etc. Okay. So the moment somebody goes and enters their name and email address, right, and their message, they can say, look, make sure you say, yes, I want this now. They go and send, right? Once they do that, it's then going to redirect them to, let's have a look. I don't want to give away the surprise just yet. If I go to edit, can you see this page I've built now for Avatar Builder? And if you have a look around, you'll see different review pages. You can see we can model anything essentially. Okay, so you got my honest review. I can take items, I put a video there, and check this out, game changer, and I've got a nice button there. I've got all the elements there. Nice different color background, and remember, I haven't even finished with this in the sense of animations. I can do complete page animations. Okay, If I don't want to do it from here, I just simply come to this section settings, I do animations, and I can do the whole section. Okay. Slide in from the right and then slide in from the left. So I'm just giving you a gist of it. We could really make it pop. So someone's like, wow. Okay. And you can see discover new possibilities, world-class technologies, features at your fingertips. I got a nice breakdown. And we can extract this from some of the affiliate page. They'll give you the tools and resources. And as you can see, we've got the bonuses. So that's why I said, a lot of products out there. An incentive is find out what bonuses they have, request it from the JV manager or the affiliate page, reach out. They will have them. Or you could create your own ebooks using, AI to create own ebooks and other creatives. Just use your imagination. You're not limited whatsoever. Create something that's more specific and congruent to the product. You don't always have to have like 10 bonuses. You could create one to three really good bonuses and they will do really well. What makes yours stand out from everybody else's? Okay. So scrolling down, you can see I've kept this nice and clean, and we can put the company name, we can put a social media account. So that's why it's important. If you've got social media pages, make sure you add them. Okay. And if I'm missing stuff, like say for example, if I come to this page and I go to section settings, right? Let's close this. Now I want to show you something because sometimes this does get missed. Now see this page, I can actually add a scroll, and you're probably thinking, what is a scroll, right? If I select number 1 or number 2, number 3, can you see this here? There's a little scroll icon. There will be different versions, and you can decide which one you want. So you can see here. Let me put that one there. And sometimes they look really good. So if I click that now, it'll move me to the next section. Okay, if I want to speed it up, if I have this section here, I go to the settings. If I want to scroll down, just make things a little bit different. Can you see that little scroll, the little arrow? And we can add whatever we want. So I think we'll just keep that as that. And so when someone clicks it, guess what? It just pushes it to the next section. Okay, so these are little things I just want to show you how to customize it. And you can see access now buttons that you can actually enter. So now I want to show you something that is it's a bit of a side point. However, I think you would love this. Is everybody ready? Is it all right? Let me just to kind of show you a really fascinating side point. I think you're going to love. I think you're going to love this. Let me know in the chat box. Because I've been working on this for everybody. I'll be honest with you. I mean, been going over it, playing with HTML codes and all this stuff. And I thought, yeah, you're going to love this. Okay. Now check this out. If I go to publish and I review it, check this out. Restricted access. Okay. Now the question is, would you love to have the ability of restricting your pages like that? Okay. And this is just by me putting a bit of code in. So I think this will work well, especially those that said, when it comes to clients, they want to show their pages, but they don't want to give access to it. Hey, you can create your own custom access. You can change the password. Just put the code in. I'll get this ready for you. And, you can even do this with, your pages, bonuses. Hey, you can restrict your pages now, download pages. And in the email, you give the user access and password. Let me see if I can remember the password for this. Okay, so if I type in pass, let me see, is it 1, 2, 3? Check this out. Right? Did you see? That was cool, right? So I've made you 2 versions. Okay, I've made 2 versions. One that's just static, but the one that you just saw, I thought it would be cool if it just animates. And you can see now I'm inside the website and you can actually see it. So unless you don't have the password like so, you can't access the page. Okay, so I thought, I spent a time, I thought, what, I had to go through a lot of code to get this, but I thought it would be nice. You can see little touches like the pulsating access button, the border around it, and even the animation of it, like so. I thought this would be a really good tool, and you can see how he's smiling. There's a little emoji. So imagine the possibilities you can use this for when you're creating your pages. Maybe you have a link that says, hey, in order to access the secret download page, as a bonus, you have to make a purchase and email us with your receipt, and we'll send you the page with your special PIN or password to access it. Okay. So what I've done for that, for your pages, okay, you'll see there's 2 versions. It's called a pop-up password gate. So let's just imagine if I took this code here, So I won't spend too much time on this because I just want to get back to the main training, okay? But I think you would love this. So there's 2 versions for it. The version you're seeing is version 2. It's got the little smiley face here, okay, like so. Once I take that code, I come back into the HTML section here, and all it is, this is how simple it is. And I'm going to make a tutorial on this, and this will be made available. We'll give you an update about that. So all of this is that code here. So if I delete it, you can see it's all gone. I paste it like so, and that's the code there. Now, I will make a video on this, but everywhere it says entered password here, I'm just going to show you this quickly so those, when you're watching this later, it will come across. If I press Control F on my keyboard, can you see I've got this little search box? Because I've taken this entered password, I copy that and paste it. It's going to give me 2 fields. There's two sections if I scroll up, number 1 and number 2. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this now, when you take this code, if you want to create your own password for multiple clients, this is what you would do. You can take this code, and for every other page, you can have a different password. You'll just come here. Can you see this is the password, pass123? All I would do, I would change it to whatever. Let's just revert it back to pass 999. And then I go to the next one, go to this tab here, and you can see I delete the 123 and I keep it the same as the other, 999. And guess what? Okay. That's it. That's how you change your password. You don't need to be some HTML expert, coder, designer, etc., etc. It's a simple process, and the reason I mention it is because you can use this time and time again for different pages, clients, customers, your own pages, download pages, thank you pages. Every page that you build can have a different password. So the instructions, don't worry if you can't see it. I will give the instructions so you can do this at your own pace and you'll see it clearly. I'll make a video on this so you can see this clearly. So if I come here, pass 999, and you can see, way, he's ready to go. Access granted. Okay. Does that sound good, everybody? Okay. So now, for those that want to know that the password can be different for every page that you want, when I give the instructions, right, every time you put the code in, you can just change the password. Okay. You just change the password. You can see here it says entered password. Anywhere it says entered password, okay, is you just change it. There's only 2 locations, password here, and there will be another one somewhere lower down below here, entered password here, okay? So let me kind of highlight that. And I'll give this in a more in-depth video for you. I'll make a personal video walking you through this process, how you would add it specifically. But I'm just giving you it now so you can see. So there will be 2 places here. Change the password, use it as many times as you want on different pages, and restrict as many pages as you want. Or if you want to keep the password the same, it's completely up to you. So I thought it's just a great way. And what I'm going to hopefully do at some point, I'll make even more restricted boxes. If you have any ideas or suggestions, what you want it to say, you can actually change that as well. Yep. So you're not just, so can you see where it says restricted access? I mean, you could change this essentially. Okay. You can change that and it will reflect on the button itself. So if I go to HTML, let's go back. Where is it gone? Let me see if I can get this to work. Let's go see where it says restricted access. I could change this to private access, and I'm hoping it works because I haven't tested it, but I would assume it should work. If it doesn't, then it's fine. We have the other stuff and I can make different variations of it. Now, if I go to publish once it saves. So if you're not happy with the text, you can always come back and change it. Look at this, private access. Can you see? Do you see how simple it was? It's really simple. Even enter your password now. You can actually change that as well if you want. Even the text on the button. You can see how simple it was for me to do that. But anyway, I'll make a video on that so you can actually walk through. So yes, also ChatGPT will help you create any HTML buttons that you want to create. If you want to create these pop-up gates, ChatGPT will help you. You can also create countdown timers. Create anything that you want, and it will allow you to do that. And then what you would do, come to the HTML section for your affiliate pages or e-commerce pages, or alongside that, if you want to put it somewhere specific, you could just add it here directly by just coming to HTML, and you can put the code in via the block. Okay, so when you're creating your pages, affiliate pages, or your e-commerce pages, especially with payment buttons and things like that, you're tracking. If you're doing split testing, you're tracking for your pages. That's how you would do it. Okay, I'm gonna remove that there. And we'll go ahead and save that. So let's go back to the home page now. And please also just remember, those that haven't already, there are some secret bonuses if you go ahead. For those that have done this, as you know, this is complimentary training that we've given. There's nothing for sale, but we would absolutely love for every single one of you that hasn't left a review, that has been using ClickSitesAI and thinks it's amazing. Hopefully, I'm sure you think it's amazing. Please make sure there's some extra hidden bonuses that you can unlock if you simply leave a beautiful, lovely, gorgeous review for us. We would really appreciate it. Okay, so what I'll do, let me open that. So you got these two pages that you've seen. So you've got opt-in. Now, if I put this in, once you go to the opt-in, actually, I'll show you if I go to the home page. If we go to that editing section of that page, if I go to the opt-in, yes, here we go, edit. Now check this out. If I go to edit, now this opt-in has been added myself manually. And if I go to forms, can you see where it says inbuilt and private direct URL? So you see this page that I built, this private page. I take the URL of the flow of the funnel where I want to direct users once they enter their name and email and message, and it will redirect to the next page, being this page here, the private access. Okay, that's how you do it. It's really simple. You can do this as well. When somebody opts in, you can direct them directly, if you want, to the affiliate offer page. Okay, you would get your affiliate ID. So as in this example, if I was promoting, I would take let's make a nickname up. Let's just pretend, let's just create anything. Haha, no, actually, let's call it London. Oh, I don't think none of are gonna work. Let's just, yeah, it's not gonna work. Secure. Yeah. Anyway, you'll get the gist of it. Once you get the link, come across and you put your link here and save form. That's it. That's all you got to do. And the process or the funnel has been set up for you, and now it's automated. Okay. Is everybody followed me so far? Has this all made sense? Are you excited? Do you understand how simple this can be to build out? You can make as many as you want. And as I go to view, there you go. Got a nice page there. Okay. So bonus, how do I get bonus sent in the last week? So Loretta, in terms of bonuses, I will do questions at the end. Please reach out to support and just double check, have they sent it or not? Okay. Okay, so you can see we've gone through the flow of this is how you would find products. Okay, remember, you're not just constricted or restricted just to ClickBank. There are, if you simply go into Google and type in, affiliate sites, okay, affiliate marketplaces, okay, it will give you a whole list. Okay, you've got so many to choose from. Can you see all of them? You've got the world's at your oyster. So you've got all of these platforms you can use and you can create and you can promote. Okay, you can become an affiliate marketer. Okay, what is the best marketplace? And you can see there's a whole list there, and ClickBank is actually listed as one of them. So remember, you have a specific range of different categories, or you've got a nice broad range, but they are then drilled down into micro niches. So you're never going to be stuck on products as an affiliate marketer, or if you want to promote affiliate products. Okay, now for those that are doing e-commerce, it's going to be the same process. If you come to edit on this one, let me show you what I've built. Check this out. Now tell me, how beautiful does this page look? So simple page. It's called Mobile Phones for You. You can see, look, everything has been created by ClickSitesAI. Okay. Even with the assistant, I've done this myself. I've kept it really, really simple. You can see how nice and clean and tidy it looks. And if I am doing e-commerce, then just remember what I am going to be doing is creating something clean and something direct. And with the buttons here, I can buy now and they'll redirect me to my payment checkout, maybe my PayPal if you had a third-party processor, payment, etc. That's how you would do it. Okay, buy now. And you can see most loved. You've got different variety of different phones. So if you want to create a buy now that goes directly to the product for delivery and the servicing of the product or fulfillment of the product, and that's what you would do. So imagine now you might be an Amazon affiliate, and they would essentially give you the links for the products. Just think about Amazon affiliate. That's another great way of doing it. Now you can create an additional page where it says view details, so then it redirects them to another page where you give that review of the product. Okay, and 9 times out of 10 you can get this information. ChatGPT, you can use ClickSitesAI, the AI assistant, say, hey, can you give me a quick review around a particular product, design, spec, etc., etc. Okay, and you can create this all day long. You can see this one's just phone related. Remember, you can do this for anything when it comes to e-commerce. Maybe you're doing t-shirts, drop shipping, maybe you're doing physical products, marketplaces, maybe you've got stuff that you're just doing personally out of your spare room. Okay, things that you're getting rid of. So you can got different phones, and you can see then it can transition into upgrade your workflow with a powerful laptop. Now, everything that you're seeing here, I haven't typed a single word. And on top of that, I've used ClickSitesAI, the AI image generator, to create everything that you've seen. All of these phone images I haven't created. But obviously, if you're creating your own e-commerce site, you're going to have your own product images. But as a kind of technical exercise, I want to show you how kind of powerful this is when you're creating images, okay? And then you can go ahead and you can create laptop pictures here. And then you go to the mobile phones for you and scroll down. Don't have to have all these sections. Remember, you can easily remove these sections, and you can go, and I've got, the basic shop, mobile phone repair. Maybe you've got third-party service, laptop, accessories, contact us. If I come to edit, you can see all of these sections. Now, every section, as you know, the more you investigate, you'll find more abilities to, use in terms of settings. So settings here, you can see some of the stuff that we can do. We can change this image here in the back. This image now, you can see it's animated, it's moving closer to the screen. Can everyone see that? Or I can have it static. But these I've mentioned before, they're in the tutorials. Remember, you can find these in tutorials, but it just gives another dimension to the pages that you're building. And you can see here on this preview, it is going to be moving back, and you can see the scroll little button there. So I'm making my pages more dynamic if I want. Yes, I can create animations to anything that I want. So all of these, then I can connect them to additional pages. I can create unlimited pages, obviously with ClickSitesAI, and then you've got mobile phone as well. So you can see, look how everything is nicely optimized for mobile there as well. So it's really, really simple, and unfortunately, it is that simple. Now, this probably took me no time. I would say, how long would you? Okay, I want to let me ask you a question. How long do you think this took me to create this entire website, coming with the text, creating the navigation bar, all of these images? How long do you think this took? All these images, the whole breakdown, etc., etc. So let me know in the chat box. How long do you think this took? Oh, we got some good answers. This took about 15 to 25 minutes. The only reason it took me between that time, the website was created automatically because I get fussy with stuff. I had already done it, but I suffer from OCD. I like to perfect things. So then I spent time, making these quick little changes like this. I wanted a nice kind of SaaS feel. I got custom images built by the AI. I wanted to keep a nice corporate looking theme for the back, like, Apple Store. So I've done a bit of research. That takes a bit of time. Coming down here, the different variation of colors. Each one I create a different image for. Then, why it took much quicker, because I used AI to create all the descriptions and update all the content to make it mobile phone related. So I'm just trying to kind of, demonstrate that creating pages like this, pages like this, especially with the text, the way it's created and the sections here, they're very professional looking. These will compete with people that have spent thousands on their websites. And whether you say I'm biased or not, I'm being very honest with you. Even like, if you look at this section here and this section here, you can see these are very clean, minimalistic, clean sections here that you would actually get confused with someone that's paid thousands just for these sections alone. And I've looked at a lot of websites. Now, sections like this, remember, I played around the text. Okay, if I go into the editor and I really refine the text here, I'm pretty sure I can change this and make this more cleaner. And another way how I can make this cleaner I can come and check what text is being used here, pop-ins, and I can come and make those adjustments. So when it comes to the template, the designs with the AI working, they're designed to be futuristic in terms of high level. Like we're talking about, it's 2024. This is new level stuff. We're not looking to build outdated websites. And right now, it's a very beautiful website. But if I want to really take it further, I can add those animations. Okay, I can change things as I want. And do they make a difference? Of course they make a difference. It's about how it's keeping your viewer on your page, reducing what we call those bounce back rates, about people coming on saying, you know what, it's not for me, and they're jumping straight off. But if you're creating engaging sections, right, that's going to keep a viewer on the page, they will stay. So a quick recap. Remember, today we are going to keep this pretty, 60 minutes to 90 minutes, I would say, because I think we've covered quite a lot here. And I think these are the key things. So let's have a quick recap. So everybody's aware when it comes to the overview of the opt-in page, okay, these will be made available. So don't worry, I'll get all this sorted for you. So within, I would say, up to 24 to 48 hours, I'll get everything all put in a document for you, available resource are made available. If just make sure when you go, it'll be in the resource section, okay? And also you got the pop-up gate that I'll sort out, make some videos for you. So you've got option 1 and option 2. One of them is, yes, you can build an opt-in page beforehand to your review page or bridge page, and then it redirects to the sales page. Or option 2, just create a simple review website. If you want, yes, you can have a section that you give free ebook, or with a review website, you can send them directly, then redirect to the sales page. And then it's up to you. You make sales or generate revenue in terms of commissions, or alongside that, if you are planning to capture data, email addresses, then you can do follow-up series, or you can just email congruent offers and products. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, we looked at Facebook marketplaces. Now, in terms of not Facebook marketplace, ClickBank marketplaces, a great place to start is if you come. Oh, I don't want to come off that. Where are you gone? If you go to the marketplace, start off if you want at top offers. Okay, the reason I mentioned top offers because these are highly performing offers, and they may be more lucrative. However, having said that, at the same time, it means that other people will be looking at these offers as well. So don't restrict yourself from creating just one website. Create as many as you want. Why do I say that? Because the more real estate you have online, the more chance and likeliness it is that you will capture more of the online presence and audience, right? And page 1 rankings, essentially. That's what you are after. Okay. Now, next we have all these other different products that are top earning. However, if you want to do something more enjoyable, maybe you've got something more specific, a passion, hobby, or an interest that you think you would be great at, that you can actually dive into. Say, for example, if you do self-help, maybe personal development, then we've got motivational stuff. We've got maybe dating guides, maybe weight loss related, eating disorders, public speaking, self-defense, self-esteem. There's so many different areas that you can really break into, and then you can leverage ClickSitesAI to do this. Alongside that, you now have the ability, you can create these opt-in pages. And alongside that, with these opt-in pages, you can create these review pages embedded. With these review pages are then going to be redirecting to paid products that you're going to generate a commission for doing so. So, and just to be clear, next week, the itinerary should be for next week. It will likely be, we'll confirm this. Remembering the dates are always going to be in your dashboard. So let me quickly show you here. So if you go to announcements, it will always be in the announcements. Okay, always come and make sure in the announcements, because this one will be done. But any announcements will probably be added here. So next week, one of the biggest demanded features or requests have been, has ClickSitesAI got an affiliate program? So next week, I think your question, for those that have been asking that question, that's going to be answered. So next week will be highly likely a presentation and training around that, around how you can actually use ClickSitesAI and build out an affiliate campaign using the resources we have available, and what we're going to actually add on to ClickSitesAI to make it much more easier as an individual to now become an affiliate and partner. Because nobody has this hasn't been mainstream launched, if that makes sense. right? So you essentially have got first access before anybody else. So you will have what we'd like to say the unfair advantage. So it's about you taking advantage, get familiar. If you want right now, there's nothing stopping you from building review pages on ClickSitesAI. Okay, if that's kind of a little secret giveaway, what's stopping you from creating content and review websites on ClickSitesAI and capturing the search engine? Okay, so there will be another session next week. So just make sure. I know for those that are thinking, I know I'm gonna miss the 4-week session. So let me ask you in the chat box, and we'll do some Q&As as well. Okay, would you like to have another session? Have you enjoyed these 4-week sessions? Because it's been amazing. I love every single one of you coming. Hopefully you can see I'm very passionate about this stuff. I try to give my best, try to give you the help that you need, at least that it's actionable. Would you be interested in another session next week? I know the 4 weeks is over, and listen, there's no catch, unless you do. But I'm joking. There's no catch. So if you feel like there's a need for it and you would love more sessions and training, at least you have someone to speak to, someone that can guide you, that it's very clear, it's actionable, it's not too long, not too boring, maybe somewhat of an enjoyable experience for you, that you feel that you have someone there to kind of hold your hand through the process. And maybe maybe we can look at other products that are already in the suite of products that they got, that we can actually look at other strategies that, hey, it just doesn't have to be about ClickSitesAI. We can look at all the other products that you may purchase from Paul and Sid. So really, really important. So if that is something that is interesting, if you feel that there's a huge demand, because look, if there's only one person that's interested, then it doesn't make sense. However, if you are interested, then make sure, if you're not already, go over to the Facebook group. Okay, what I would suggest, if you go to tutorials page, see it says meta group, select that, go into the group. Okay, and make sure you add it, and then an update will be coming in there, and then we can decide if there's a huge demand. If there's a huge demand, you can make a post, say, yes, we would love more training, we would absolutely love it, it's what we need, etc., etc. It depends on the demand. If that's what you want, I'm sure we can cater for your needs, and we can give you more training, and we can look at other products and different strategies, so it's not just confined to one aspect of ClickSitesAI. You've got so many other products. That's what we can do. Okay, first and foremost, number one. Number two, I would also suggest, just remember, with the Facebook group, there's over 50,000 people in there, so you can know it's a thriving community. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please go right now, just hit subscribe if you haven't already, and press the notification bell so you're aware of it, and hit the thumbs up. Hey, look, if you're watching this on YouTube as well, on the comment section, I guess you're doing already, put a comment saying if you've enjoyed the training. And also, I need a huge favor from every single one of you that hasn't done this already. Okay, if you could kindly jump over to ClickSitesAI review. For those that haven't, okay, those that haven't, please, I would love for you to go do this. It means even I'm doing an amazing job, that we're doing our best to make sure you get the best training, and our efforts are not getting wasted. If you could kindly go to that site there, if you haven't left a review already, alongside that, yes, we're being a bit cheeky as well. We're giving you some amazing stuff on top of it as well, as an incentive. But we would love it either way. So I'm not going to go through them because some of you are already aware, but we've got some extra juicy stuff like workspaces, custom domains. I guess I'm going to go through them, extra team accounts, magic redesign. So you may have them, but they're going to be more permanent in your account. Design canvas and voice to prompt. All you have to do is really simple. Go to post a review, click here. It's going to redirect you to this site now that you're seeing here. Put 5 stars. Again, I don't want to force your hand, but if you think today's session and the other sessions were amazing and the software is amazing and you're taking immense value from it, okay, we are looking obviously to bet ourselves. If you think it's amazing, make sure you give it a 10 stars. I know there's not 10, but I'll be happy with 5. If you would like to recommend this to a friend or colleague, maybe a loved one, maybe to the dog, maybe to the postman. Hey, here at number 10. I wish there was 20, but there's not. Hey, pros, what did you like most about ClickSites? Do you like the ease of it, the templates, how simple it is, how you're rapidly creating beautiful websites using AI, etc., etc. Maybe your con could be what did you least like about Kickstarter? Well, maybe it didn't come fast enough. That, hey, where has this been your whole life? Or maybe there's no cons, everything's amazing, right? Describe your overall experience with ClickSites. Just say it's been an amazing experience, etc., etc. So I'm putting the ball in your court. Look, just be honest and don't be too harsh. Don't make me sad. All right. And step 2, contact support. So once you've done that, just take a screenshot of it on your mobile or whatever capture device that you may have, and just send it over to the support team. Okay, support at ClickSitesAI, and everything will be unlocked. It'll be permanent on your account. Okay, so you won't need to do anything. We will do that all for you. So I really appreciate every single one of you to do that. Okay, so let me get this open. Let's have a quick look. So yeah, those were done. A Q&A session there. So we've checked ClickBank. You got all these different abilities here, all these different industry niches, and then we moved over to the various different pages. In terms of, we had the opt-in page. That was one version. You can create this for any other product if you want, and then it goes over to the review page. Essentially, we are now educating the individual, the prospect, about the product. And hey, if you buy from me, you can be very honest and open. If you buy from me, then I'll give you these additional bonuses, etc., etc. You can build that reputation. You can build that relationship with the individual. And, there's nothing stopping you from creating a video here. It doesn't have to be you necessarily. You don't have to be on video. You can actually create a PowerPoint slide presentation or use Artistly or any other product that you may have that will actually double up as so, okay? And then alongside that, you saw there's other different variations of products that you can make affiliate products around. And also, where's it gone? We had the e-commerce page style blocks. Let me go and show you before we conclude, okay? So e-commerce, here we go. So, and you can see how it looks. It's got the GDPR setting on there with the cookies, and you can see how beautiful and professional this looks. Nice and clean and crisp. You can see these are my products. If I e-commerce store, then it will link with my one-page redirect. So one question that popped up. If you go to edit, for those, this is in tutorial. So any issues you have, if you want any clarity, just go to settings, or not settings, sorry. If you come here, let's have a look. Okay, this will be another account. Yeah, I'm in another. Okay. So if you got these, let's let that load. If you go to the 3 dots here, more settings. Okay, yeah, we're not going to worry about that actually. Don't worry about stuff like that. So if you go to the editing pan here, I know it's going to be very hard to see. Close that editing pan here, the 3 dots. You go to settings, you can do this in dark mode. Okay. So yeah, I've tried to keep this light. I know there's a question there, is there any more training, but just because it's much clearer, isn't it, than dark mode if you're seeing it through another screen. So that's one way. It just looks more crisper. It depends on what you like. So if you have any, payment links. Now there is a training, and I guess when this session is over, I'll make sure in the resource document I'll include some payment gateways that you can use. Okay, but we always say, depending on your country, you have to find out which one refers to yours the best. Now, if I go here, this is buy now button. Okay, I'm actually going to change this because the black is hurting my eyes right now. If I go here to white, if I go now to buy now, if I go to the link, you need a payment button, depending on what you're using. Okay, this is where you would add it if you've got a payment link. Alternatively, if you have a HTML code, you can add that also. Can you see this, everybody? We've got HTML here and HTML here. We've got 2 lines of code, but if you're going to add that, that's how you would add the block. Okay, so say, for example, if I wanted this phone here, nice big image here, I could just come here, add a block, and there's a nice code settings, and there's a nice little whack of code I can add in this, right? So you can see there's a code. If I had an embed, so if I have Shopify or all of these third-party platforms, that's exactly what I would do and how I would do it. So this is covered in tutorials. Now, in order to get that training, you can actually go to tutorials and it'll cover that. However, remember, this is not a e-commerce building website, but we have e-commerce style blocks. Okay. So how do you create more than one page? So you would create from AI, or you can create from scratch, and you can create additional pages. Okay. So it says, wow, you can focus on growing your business while the AI telemarketers do all the heavy lifting. So yes, you can create as many pages from the Pages tab here. Okay, Pages tab, create as many as you want, and you can have them all nice and organized in different workspaces, and you can have them as active or inactive depending what you want. Okay. So, one thing I would mention, we don't recommend like what autoresponder is good for you, or what marketplace is good for you, or what maybe payment processes is good for you, because we don't know what your essentially what your needs are. We don't want to recommend one, and then we might think it's easy, but for you it might be complicated, etc., etc. So, you can do a bit of research, find out which one. Most applications out there, number one, you got to check the terms and conditions of it anyway, regardless. But what you may find also is that some of them, depending on your country, might not be available. But most of them have a free trial, is what I'm saying. So you can try them for free for 14 days anyway. Okay. So can you do one on white label? Now there's a complete training on this. So if you go to announcement, there's actually a training just dedicated to white label. Okay. So you can see here, it should be one of them here should be white label anyway. So once you select it, get access, it will have a breakdown of it. Or I'll tell you something better. If you come to customer training for the 4-week get access, it will redirect to the document, and you can see there will be all the training there. And we'll get the documents added for you as well. Okay, so you'll have a nice documents there. So can I create pages manually? Yes, you can. Simply just come to create from scratch. That's all you have to do. Okay. So if you want to create a additional page from scratch, just select create from scratch, and it will do. Just put a name, etc., etc. So the pages that you're seeing, I want to make this clear. It's pages like this and this page here, and this page here, I've created from scratch. I've built this from scratch. Nobody's built it. I have from scratch, just to show you how simple it was. Okay. So it's not that difficult once you go through these steps. Okay. Remember, spend time and get familiar with it. So PA saying, so yes, why do you talk so fast? So PA, I appreciate it. So what I'll do, I will try to speak slowly. But yeah, here it is. It is late, but I think sometimes, you know what, is you just everybody is used to a certain pace, and I think if I talk slow, knowing me, I'd be on these sessions for 5 to 10 hours. So what I will do, I guess that's a really good point. So if you're watching this again, and you're watching this on YouTube as a replay, there's a little cog there, and you can change the speed of the video. So if you want to go slower, you can change the playback speed of a video if you want to go a little bit slowly, so you can understand a little bit clearer. Okay, so you can change the speed on YouTube settings. So I wish it was a strategy, but if you know me, I'm always like this, and I don't want to. To be honest, it's a bit naughty, but I'm not. I don't want to show you the name, but I did drink an energy drink. Look, so because it's late here, it's about 8 o'clock, and I've been up since 4 in the morning. I have taken a bit of an energy drink, and I generally do that. So I'm trying to be amped for the session. Okay, so remember, I try my best to work at a pace that will suit everybody. So thank you very much. Okay. So how can you bring your current website, import your current website to ClickSitesAI? At the moment, we don't have that ability yet. However, that's something maybe we can look at, because there's a lot of things, different platforms have different aspects of coding and stuff like that. But what's stopping you from very easily going in and modeling it straight away from scratch? You can do that very, very easily. Okay. So Janico said, love the accent. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can slow the speed down in YouTube replay. And yeah, filing forgiven. Thank you very much. So yes, love you, base. So we've covered a lot, and I don't want to string things out, because then it becomes too much information overload. So you can watch this again at your own pace. You can see what we've gone through already. However, things to expect that will be updated is the pop-up gate. Make sure that will get added for you, a resource for that. And I'll make also a tutorial how you can add this, change the text, anything that you want, so you can make this more personalized for your own needs. Okay. So, and also I'll try to put this in a document as well, so you can actually get access to this. Okay. And if you haven't already, please head over to ClickSites AI, clicksitesai.ai/review. Go leave an amazing review. Say yes, amazing product, training, everything under the sun. The more amazing feedback you give us, the more we want to then come on next week. So it's highly likely if there's great feedback, then you may next week probably the same time. Okay. So let's have a look at some questions. I saw some sites that on the menu bar it has a different language to my question. Is there a way we can say a different language rather than using Google Translate? So yes, if you build a site from the very get-go in a different language, it will come in a different language. Does that make sense? So if you build a site, instead of English only, you can build it in, let's say, Chinese. The site would be in Chinese. You can use Google Translate from the get-go, put it in English, make those changes, and then it will revert back to the foreign language that you may choose. Okay. So maybe a separate video about creating the avatar site. If I have time, I'm sure I can create a video just showing how to create a site, I guess, or the structure of it, or what you could incorporate. So you can't move an existing web page to ClickSites. You'll have to do that manually because we don't have that ability, because different websites use different coding, different languages, and it would create too much of an issue. So it's interesting. Can they be timestamped? It would make things easier to find. Yes, there is actually a document. We'll make sure everything's updated with those timestamps about the critical things in the video or what you need and where. Okay, so that there is a document and it has been put together with resources. So trust me, we're on it. It's already been done and they will be updated and made available to you. Okay. Okay. So Saron says, once you do the review, where do you get the bonuses? So they will be put into your account automatically, okay? So don't worry. So apart from that, everybody, I guess we will now conclude and bring this to an emotional end. I really appreciate every one of you. Marcy, thank you for the great training. Maybe cut the energy drink in half. You make the Energizer Bunny look crazy. I believe it or not, I don't drink loads of any drink. I drink a very small amount because, energy drink's not good for you, especially here in the UK. It's about 8 o'clock nearly now, and I've obviously been up since 4. But you know what? I want you to be aware that when we come to these trainings and when we're doing these trainings, we want to turn up in our best state, if that makes sense. So I'm willing to put my health on the line to make sure you get an amazing experience. Okay. As you know, these trainings, we wanted to offer them to you and cover you from every aspect as much as we can, right? For no charge. So as we come to an end now, has everybody enjoyed today's session? Let us know in the chat box. Again, amazing to every single person. I know Paul's there, Sid's there, the team also behind the scenes that you don't see even in the background. Thank you to the team also that are working diligently and making sure that we're trying to provide you a best experience and amazing service to you. And we strive to be better. Okay. And we know working with you, with your constructive feedback and criticisms, positive criticism, I must stress, because we're only humans at the end of the day. We're trying to do better, and we know working alongside you, we can achieve that, and we can work towards doing much better. Okay. So remember, depending on affiliate companies, if you have to see which one works in your country, so that's something that you could do research on. Okay. So I hope everyone's enjoyed the value, and trust me, a lot of the stuff that we've gone through over the last few weeks, people charge thousands, and I'm not it's not an exaggeration. I'm going to stress the stuff that we've been delivering is not an exaggeration to say people don't charge. People charge a lot of money. Somebody right now that's covered for the 4 weeks might have taken one piece of information and they can leverage that one little golden nugget and expand on it and actually build a lot of revenue from one little difference. One little change in their business could dramatically change everything. Okay. So what I would say on that note, thank you every single one of you for attending today. I appreciate every single one of you, and hopefully you've enjoyed today. What I would expect moving forward is that you do not let yourself down. Everyone here is very valuable. I know it's end of the 4 weeks. However, I am more than happy to carry on and come back and do more live training sessions with you. As long as you feel there is a need, then that's something we can do. So at least you feel and you know you have people that actually care about you and actually want to help you move forward. Okay, because working or having an online business, yes, as people might not mention it with your whatever gender you are, it can become very isolated, lonely. Sometimes people don't understand the difficulties, the struggles, the stresses, the strains that can have on your personal life, your finances, the people around you, and the mission that you're on, or the goals you're trying to achieve. Okay, so sometimes it is really important to have that support network around you. And I think just coming on these calls, or even with the inner circle over 50,000 people, I think that will cater for those needs. If that's somebody that it may be something that you are looking for, then by all means, so when you leave comments, when you do leave comments on even the chat box, Paul sees it, Sid see it, and they can see, yes, there is a need for it. There's a huge demand for it. That yes, you out there being loyal individuals and customers and clients and friends, that if that's something we can offer you, then that's something that they would 100% do. So it's up to you. You have to transmit that information. You have to say, yes, we would love more. We would love more. We're more than willing to attend. We love this, value this training. And I guess, again, remember, it doesn't break the bank. I mean, there's no charge, right? So how can you go wrong with something like that, right? So let's just say next week, any announcements will be updated in the dashboard. But what I want everybody right now to do, the same energy, the excitement that you have right now, carry on until next week. Okay, and get stuff done. Have your tasks in order, have your milestones, know what you're going to try and achieve for the next 0 to 3 months, and from 3 months to 6 months, and then 9 months, 12 months. Okay, we've got the new year coming. I expect every single one of you to be making progress, and I don't care how small you may think it is. Even if it's a small amount of progress, it is still progress. You're still moving forward. And in that time, I expect challenges to come, difficulties to come. Life's not going to be easy. Things will get hard. However, you're on this journey, and I truly expect every single one of you to put up with it and deal with it, be resilient in the face of any difficulty, and be persistent. That's the key word. If you're really serious about making progress and really getting to where you need to be, then you are going to be willing to do whatever it takes. It's a bit of a cliche term, willing to do whatever it takes, etc., blah, blah, blah. We hear it all the time. But I genuinely am telling you that not everybody's cut out for it. However, if you're here right now, you've been coming to the sessions, then you want this. You want this badly. So it's something that's going to be necessary, expected, and everything's learning. There's no such thing as failure. Okay, so on that note, I think I'll leave that as there. And just if you're not in a position you're not, if you're not in the position you would like to be, get angry about it. Ask why. Don't make excuses. Don't find reasons to get out of it. Take responsibility, but take that anger, that emotion, and redirect it and make progress from it. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? I want you to redirect it in a place that you can build from it. Don't use destructive energy. Use it to create and build. Okay, so just think about it. Have those thoughts in your mind and say, okay, where do I need to be? How am I going to get there? This is what I need to do, and just get on with it. You will have the team behind you. We are here for you. That's why we're here on this call right now. You'll have us in the group. We will be here with you, pushing you up and pulling you up. So no one left behind. Okay. So apart from that, everybody, God bless every single one of you. Any issues, as you know, any problems that you may have, you have the support desk. You have an amazing team available for you that will always be here to help you along the way, whatever it may be. And it's I've really enjoyed the 4 weeks, and I'm pretty sure there will be updates, and I look forward to, fingers crossed, we will see you next week. Okay, so go out there, make me proud. Okay, so apart from that, I'm pretty sure you may see more of me, but we'll see about that. Okay, so looking forward to it, and I'll make sure I get all those things ready for you, and you'll get updated about those very, very soon. Okay, just make sure you always go back to the dashboard, go into the tab, and you will see that stuff inside the dashboard here. The announcement sections when it comes to all of the breakdown. Okay, so thank you very much for every single one of you attending. I appreciate every single one of you coming and your time and towards your success. And see you very soon. Okay, take care, and make sure you smash the like button and take care. Okay, bye bye.